Previously on the Nerdy Ronin Network.
You don't say. Oh, it's Friday, and I'm running behind, but I had to giddy up and go. Got my hats, because today we are talking about a very good movie. So, how's everybody doing? Beginning of the weekend, the week's over. I know I'm running late today, but I had a doctor's appointment this morning and things were just all cattywampus. Yes, sir. Hey, look, you know the deal. There's some links in the description to things I use or enjoy personally. I don't get paid for this, but I thought I'd tell you about them and give them a shout out because good things are hard to find. Man, I hate these headphones. They don't like my beard. So, another piece of news. I'm pretty certain here within the next week or so, Squeaky Chair has been promoted to producer. He's been trying it out. He's doing pretty good. And if that happens, I'll let you know. I haven't quite decided yet. I'm still thinking on it. So anywho, as you know, if you watched my last video, we are talking about Mel Brooks. Mel Brooks's movies, which are fantastic and so worth watching and could never be made today. And speaking of that, today's movie is Blazing Saddles. If you have not watched it, as soon as this video's over, go grab some popcorn, loosen your belt, sit down and watch it. Fair warning, as far as today's society goes and all the nail biting and the, oh, my feelings are hurt. If that's how you feel about things, if words hurt you, don't watch it. But if you're willing to have an open mind and enjoy a well-done movie that's funny and does everything right, this is it. This is the one. Excuse me. It's from 1974. It is definitely rated R, and you'll see why when you watch it. Hour and 33 minutes. Mel Brooks directs it. He's one of the writers. In fact, Richard Pryor helped write this movie. That's right. The comedy genius that he was. Cleavon Little is the main character. His name's Black Bart. Gene Wilder, the Waco Kid. Slim Pickens. If you love old westerns and John Wayne and whatnot, you're going to know who Slim Pickens is. So let me tell you what. Saddle up your horse or your squeaky chair or whatever and sit down and watch this. Because here's the deal. It has language in it that you're going to find offensive at first hearing it. But after watching it, I also watched a featurette that was on the 40th anniversary where they talked to Mel Brooks about making this movie. And quite simply, he wrote this to use comedy to show that racism is stupid. To be a racist is stupid. And to show how far we've come. Now, this was in 1974, but the movie takes place in 1870s. And the main character, the hero, if you will, is a black sheriff in an all-white town. Need I say more? There are words in this movie that some people are going to find horribly offensive. And if you do find them horribly offensive in this movie, then I'm sorry, you're wrong. It's a comedy, and it's poking fun of racists. In fact, it pokes fun of pretty much everybody. This movie was against racism. It was written to be against racism. Mel Brooks is a complicated genius, and this movie is, by far, one of his most genius works. It's not a simple movie. It's complex and just hilarious. Now, also, I wanted to impart something that he said in this documentary when he was asked about why his movies are made the way they're made. And he said, quite simply, when he's making a movie or writing a movie and then filming the movie, he believes that the audience is just as smart as the writer, which is him. And there's no need to try to make it simpler and explain everything. If you're going to tell a joke, you tell the joke, and some people will get it, and other people will be offended. If you're in the offended crowd, you're wrong. Sorry. Words can't hurt you. Words are not hate. Even if somebody uses hateful, vile language towards you, are you bleeding afterwards? No. Words are just words. Ignore it. Move forward. The hero of this movie is literally a black man. Are there some racist things in this movie said about him? Yes. But he's the hero. And by the end of the film, you see where he's beloved. The racism is no longer prevalent. So take it with a grain of salt and realize that comedy has no bounds. Comedy is specifically made to make fun of things, but to bring things to the forefront and to your attention while going right to that edge before it's too much, and dipping a toe over in it and then bringing it back. So don't be weak. Don't let your brain tell you this is horrible. Enjoy a great comedy that at some point in the near future, some idiot higher up muckety muck in Hollywood is going to erase this movie because they can't get past that somebody's feelings might be hurt by words. And this is why we have a bunch of weak-willed people crying about a billionaire buying Twitter who wants to bring free speech back to the platform. You're fine being in control if you can keep one side that you don't agree with silent. But if everybody can speak, people realize pretty quick what you're saying doesn't really make any sense. So look, as a whole, we've come very, very far. Are there racists out there? Yes, there are. I'm sure. Because some people are horrible people. But the point is to let them talk so you know who to stay away from. Anyway, getting off track. Look, this movie is fantastic. It is completely rewatchable more than once. Understand it's written in a different time period where comedy was comedy and you could push the limits without being canceled because you said something that made somebody cry. We need more of that. Some of these people need to cry. So there you have it. Squeaky Chair's on the verge of a promotion. Michael the microphone, he's just hanging out, handling his business. And here I am wearing this silly hat. Hey, look, you guys have a great weekend. I know I'm going to. And I'm going to start it off by watching Friday Night Tides over on Nerdrotics channel. Not to be missed, it's high entertainment. Look, from Michael the microphone, Squeaky Chair, and this big fat nerd, we'll see you Monday with a new Mel Brooks film to talk about.